Hi my Pity friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny from the Pity Crafter, and I am here today with a journal flip through. So I finished two. I have like a whole bunch in the process, but finished two Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead journals. This is in honor that today it's Saturday, November 1st, so it's All Saints Day, and tomorrow is All Souls Day. So I said, why not try to finish as quickly as you can so you can put it on my Etsy. So they will be on my Etsy today. So when you're watching this video, it will already be on my Etsy shop. I already took all the pictures and everything. So yeah. So let's get to it. Before I start, I have two, so I'm gonna try to make this video not too long, but you know, it might be 45 minutes or something like that. So one of the things that I decided was, because Halloween is over, the people at work say that, oops, this stay there. The people at work said that, you know, I live for that holiday, which is probably true. So Halloween is over. It's November. So in honor of, like I said, Day of the Dead, All Souls Day, All Saints Day, I decided to keep these little Halloween nails that I had. It's got some skeletons, and so I thought, like, that's cool. Maybe I'll keep them for this week if they last. And then to use these black and roses kind of mittens, or whatever you want to call them, gloves without the fingers, to do this flip through. All right, so both journals are gonna come with a little goodie bag. I usually don't do goodie bags for journals that are like completely embellished, which these two are, and they're a higher price. But I had so many leftovers because I put so much stuff in each journal, and I decided, like, listen, I'll just make them some goodie bags. So you're gonna have a postcard. Okay, they're both the same. This is just a little lighter of the same design here. They have nothing, and then this, so you can embellish however you want to use it. This is an envelope. It's already backed for you. An envelope, a pocket. It's already backed for you, so in white cardstock, so you can use it in your journal however you want. These are I did use a kit. What's it? And yes, they were both from a digital that I found a long time ago. So, and I also used some Amazon kits as well. So this is just little tags, or little journal cards. I didn't cut them completely, but you can use those. These are handmade journal cards, and they are backed and sewn right here. And I distressed the edges with black soot. And this one I also made from a paper that was left over, backed it. They're all backed with cardstock and sewn. The ones that are little, just sewn on one side. Okay. So you're gonna have some of those. Like, this is one of the other ones. This came with one of the kits that I got. These are just cut apart, so you can use that. I get hot. It's not hot here at all. It's like 50 something degrees, maybe in the 40s already, but my husband keeps that air super hot. So here's another of those little journal cards that you can cut out. This is from the kit. This is from a Amazon book of Day of the Dead journal and ephemera. You're gonna have a few stickers. Let me try to put the ephemera somewhere and the sticker somewhere else. So basically, I don't want to go through the whole pack because it's going to take a lot of time, but you're going to have like handmade, hand-sewn ephemera, you know, here. And then you're going to have some that, some might be backed but not sewn. Like this one's not backed or sewn. These two are backed but not sewn around. So you'll have a variety of things that you can do with them. You can put them in the journal. You have all these stickers that were kind of cool. This one too, this little girl, and some stickers. You also have more embellishments. This is a big sticker that came. Both journals are going to have one of these big stickers. They came with one of the kits that I got from Amazon. I don't remember the name of that kit. If I can find it, I'll let you know. These. And then you get some skulls. right here. And then you're gonna get this piece, because I didn't do a flip through, fabric flip, sorry. So you're gonna get this big piece of fabric. It goes this smaller of that same kind of design, this smaller fabric, and then this big piece of skull fabric for this one as well. Okay, so that's all in your goodie pack, and every goodie pack just the variety is different, but you're gonna have the same things, and it's gonna come with a pin. Okay, that's never been used. If you see the little point there, okay? This one comes with a turquoise pin, right? They both also are gonna have a tassel. This one is for this one. This tassel is shorter than the other one, but I didn't mind because this tassel has charms. The other tassel doesn't. So you have a little ghost charm here. You have some beads. You have a black moon, some more beads. Here you have a gold skeleton. You have some keys going around. Let's see, some more like skeletons here. I don't know if you can see that. And all of these different trims, you know, and you're gonna have lace and some pieces of fabric, then some trim, some ribbons. So it's just a really fun tassel. Let me make sure that I didn't forget anything. In this one, you're gonna have this skeleton here, and then this key, and yeah, some beads. Let's see, this looks like a candle with a skeleton on it. Okay, so just a whole bunch of things, and it has this little clip, so it's removable. Okay, so you can use that. Now on to the journal. So I don't know the names that I'm gonna give them. Since this has blue, I might do like blue sugar skull, and then the other one is more pink, so I'll do pink sugar skull maybe. So that's how it's gonna be. So it's tied with an eyelet right here, and I found this colorful kind of I don't know, trim, ribbon, etc. in my stash, so I decided to use that one. And you just tie it right here in the middle. Okay, and when you, this is, I made this one. Okay, so I didn't buy that because I bought some from Sharon Some Sparkle before, but I haven't used it. This one I found this fabric, I cannot remember where, if it was in Walmart or if it was at Hobby Lobby, not sure. And I use a manila envelope 9x12. And so I just covered that, and then I sew around. Okay, in the inside it also has fabric. This one has like this, where are these coming from? This one has this kind of fuchsia pink. It came in like a pack of different kind of tie-dyed colors, very bright. And that one I got at Walmart. Okay, and this is a lace pocket, so I used this color here. In this front pocket, you're gonna have all these goodies. So you're gonna have this that came from one of the kits. It was actually a journal card, and then I backed it and sewed around it. So you have that. Okay, this is a handmade one. This came with one of the kits, this kit, sorry, like a little big journal card, or you can have it as a tag, and then it's backed, you know, this is cardstock backed with that lined paper. This one's not sewn. Here you have a tag. This is cardstock paper right here, and obviously I distressed, put a little sugar skull there. I didn't put any ribbon on these, I just wanted to leave them kind of like your choice. Sometimes people like the ribbons, they want to choose their own ribbon. Then I did make a little scrappy notebook. So I put this sticker here. These are just, you know, extra papers or cutoffs, etc. And I stapled it in the middle. I thought it came out very, very cute. So each book is gonna have one of these in different areas of the book. So this one's right here. Okay. This is the digital that I used. I thought it was great. I think I have some left over because they use a lot. I don't know how to print double-sided, so I just glue and sew around. So this is double-sided. This is some of my color dyed paper, and I just put this little sugar skull here. And then you have a pocket right here. I put another sugar skull sticker there. Those came from Amazon. They come in a roll, a big roll of these stickers. Okay, so this came also from an Amazon book. It's like vintage Halloween, but it had a skull, so I saved it for my, you know, for my Day of the Dead. This also came from, this kit. I just backed it in this color paper, but I didn't sew around it. And then this is just an index card that is dyed in food coloring yellow. So the part where you have lines, I left it as is. I did sew around it, as you can see. And then in the back that's blank, I put this little sugar skull sticker. So both journals are gonna get one of these, okay? Should I put it like this? Yeah, I'll put it like this, okay? This is cardstock scrapbook paper from one of the kits that I got from Amazon. Then I just made a little pocket here and I put an embellishment here, little flower. I kind of distressed around it. I distressed a lot in these journals. I made these a long time ago and I had sewn them in and everything. I just hadn't like filled the pockets or made anything, so they were there. So this year I was trying to find what am I gonna do, and I had some time in my hand today. We were resting, and so I did these. This came with one of the kits that I bought, and I sewed around it. I did the distressing. You'll see there's different colors, so I wanted it to be very colorful like the sugar skulls. Okay, so I did that in this pocket. And I didn't embellish the pocket per se. I did make these envelopes. Now I know how to make them, but again, I did these journals when I was in Florida, and that's over a year now. And I don't even know when I was in Florida. So at this time, I didn't know how to make handmade envelopes, but I learned kind of on the fly. And I used this scrapbook. It's just a book. It's from Amazon. It's just like an 8x11 or an 8x8 book. And I use a lot of the papers. I made more. I made like a bunch of these envelopes. And then this is that sticker, but I just backed it, right, with some cardstock and then glue half of it. And in here, you're gonna have some goodies. So this is like a little coloring book box that I found for the Day of the Dead, and they're almost like journal cards already. And then the coloring here. So you have a sewed journal card, a sewed journal card, a sewed journal card. No stickers in this one, just the cute little journal cards. And then, oops. In this pocket, you're also gonna have a postcard. This one is not backed because I liked that little thing, but it is distressed around it. I don't know if that's the way I had it. And then this is a handmade with a piece of scrapbook paper tag. And I sewed around it with purple. I thought it would show up more, but only it shows up in the back. And yeah. And it's distressed with black silk. I did a lot here, handmade, a lot of handmade things. Do you mind if I take these off? I'm like hot, very hot. So this is just colored lined paper, you know, like just the lined paper that you get, but I bought a pack of colored ones, and what I did was based on the color, I distressed around it with that color and put a sticker. I wanted to give you enough place to journal because I did embellish it a lot. So this is from the digital kit, and I love this cat. Oh, that cute. I almost would have made used these images for the cover, but I didn't. These are printed on cardstock. They are sugar skulls that I found online that are, you know, they're free. And then I just distressed a little bit, and then I put this little skull right here. This is a paper, one of those 8x8 papers, and since you know they don't fit, what I do is I leave one side complete and then I fold the other one. Sometimes I glue them to make pockets. Here, because I had this, you know, the sizes didn't coincide, I just left it like this. So, but you can glue it if you want. You can another idea is some people attach another piece of paper with washi tape right here, you know, so it folds out, all of that cool stuff. So here you have Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, and little embellishment, lined paper. This is dyed. This was white paper that I color dyed with food coloring pink, and I also distressed it with pink. And then another sticker. Here's more of the kits. I sewed around in blue. This is just blue graph paper. I didn't dye this one, and then I distressed it in blue. That's why it takes me a long time, these journals, when I distress all of the pages. So those are the ones that are more like, you know, pricier on my Etsy. Because of that, it takes a lot of time, and the sewing. Like, I could have been able to make more Halloween journals, but I have the covers, but I haven't sewn the covers. I didn't sew the ephemera. So those journals that I don't use complete sewing or a lot of sewing, they are cheaper than the ones where I do all of this stuff. And this, I made this into a tuck. This came from one of the Echo Park's like ephemera packs that they sell. This was from an Amazon book, and this is just distressed. It's not backed. Fits right there, cute. This one is backed. I like that, right? Sometimes I look at these, they're so old. I made these so long ago, and I'm like, huh, I don't remember doing that, but that's cool, right? I sewed around it, distressed on this side, and it's backed on cardstock, because this paper is like scrapbook paper, but the really thin, almost like, you know, writing paper, you know what I mean? Or copy paper. This is from the kit. It's a tag. I did not sew around it, but I did back it. Okay. Then you have this beautiful, this is cardstock from one of the Dia de los Muertos kits. I love that, don't you? So colorful. And then I turned this into a pocket. I did distress the whites. I made this with leftover paper and this tag. It's a thin one, but I put a little skull here. I sewed around it, another one here, and then I distressed it. And here I put a little skull sticker. This is from one of the Amazon Dia de los Muertos. You can buy like a book that's like 8.5 by 11, so they're perfect to fold for these type of journals. That'll say ephemera and journal pages. So I bought this, and they're like this. They're distressed with black soot. These are not sewed or backed. This one is, it's from a paper, those like little flimsy papers that you can use. Also from Amazon. It's big. Let's see. It's over there. Stay right here. Let's see. I'm trying to find you some of the papers that I used over there. So this is the one that says Junk Journal Ephemera. It's called Sugar Skull. So this I got on Amazon, and you know, I still have some in here, a whole bunch. Look at all that I have. This is the Day of the Dead, the story of the Day of the Dead. So I'm going to include one of these in each pack journal. I completely forgot that I had that. And then a Day of the Dead word search. I didn't include that. This is the scrapbook. Like I said, it is, so this is like, what is it? 6x6? No, not 6x6. This is 8x8, I think. Yeah, it's like the pages, because they go up to here, like 8.5 by 8.5. So this is the one where I got those pages kind of that look like that, you know, and I still have a whole bunch. So there you go. That's what I was trying. And I had one that was kind of thinner, but I don't know where that, maybe I used all the pages. So anyways, that comes from that. Oh, and here I used some of my dyed, like purple dyed paper. I dyed it myself with sewing around it so that you can write. This is just from the kit, and it's not sewed around, but it does have a cardstock back on it. And then this is an envelope. It's not decorated or anything. It does come with a paper clip for you. In the envelope, you are going to have a little piece of paper like this. And it's just lined paper, color dyed by myself. And then I was supposed to use it as a page in here, so that's why it's like this. But I decided to put it in this little cute little envelope for you. Okay. Is it like that? Yeah. And then so that it closed, I just went like this to it. Okay, so this is here. And as you can see, the envelope, it's completely sewn around. I love sewing. It's just like, I don't know if it's where my sewing machine is, that before when I was in Florida, I sewed a lot all the time. I think it's the funnest thing to do. I love it. But for some reason, since I brought it here, I don't know. I don't know if it's the location or whatever. I'm always like, ugh, I gotta bring my sewing machine and do this. I'm not sure. Anyways, this is from the kit. This is a coloring page. And what I did is I did like this little tearing and then some inking. And then this is washi tape to reinforce it, you know, since it was just on regular paper, not on, what's going on here? Not on, not on cardstock. This is an envelope that came with the kit. And so it has this little coloring thing that I told you guys. It's like a little card. It has this little tag, journal card. This is from the kit. And lots of stickers for you guys. Sugar skulls and different like colorful kind of witchy kind of stickers. Okay, so I put that in there. And you're gonna have a paper clip that comes with it. This one's purple. Okay, so this one goes there. And what I did is I just clipped it in here. But you are welcome to glue it or do whatever, but that is so pretty. I did not want to, you know, put that back. Okay. And then here's the whole page, the coloring page. Okay, here's some more color dyed paper with blue. I did put a little sticker there. I made this into scary skeletons into a pocket. Here's one of my handmade tags and sewn around. Here you have a journal card from that book that I showed you. Here you have another journal card. This one came from it's backed as well from the kit. And here you have a tag, and this is from the kit. Okay. Sticker. This is a doily, and I stained it also with pink. This is from the collection, that book that I showed you. So I glued it to this page that's from the kit. Okay, and then I sewed around it with like squiggly whatever sewing you call it. In the middle it's tied, right? And you have two skulls. You have one that's silver, hope you can see that, and one that's colorful. Okay, and that's what the tie is. Okay, here is from the kit as well, and some the other side of that. Here you have a tuck or a pocket. And this is from the kit I used in here, and it is backed with cardstock. This is from a paper collection on Amazon, Sugar Skull, and it's backed. And this is from this kit, and it's just a postcard. Okay. think my husband ordered food. I've been sick, so I didn't want to order anything to eat, but I think his food came. Okay. So there we go with that one. What time is it? 24:50. So I might leave the other one for another video, but here's this. Put a sticker here. Here's another coloring page that flips out. I left that. Got a little here, but you know, you can fix that. And here is some of that of the digital kit. The cat. This is a pocket with that page that's cardstock, and you have another one of these, not backed. Here you have some words from the kit, so I decided to put them there. This is run as fast as you can. I thought that was appropriate. On the dark path. I also dyed these myself. Let's put it here in the back. And here you have a tag from the kit, and it's backed. Okay, so you have a combination of sewn and not sewn ephemera, you know, to make it kind of a little bit funky. And then here you have the other graph paper. As you can see, it's stained around. More from the kit. Some more lined paper, the back of it. Here is that the big page of that book from this one that I showed you before. And this is a coloring page. This one is on cardstock, and I glued here. I didn't glue. I paper clipped with this gold heart paper clip. This little pocket. It's not a pocket. It's a coin envelope, and it's sewn around. So I went crazy with the sewing. You do have a few things in here. It's hard for me to take out because it was hard to put in. You have another sticker besides this Dia de los Muertos sewn around it. Okay. So let's try to get these in because tiny little, the tiny little envelope. I have a whole bunch of coin envelopes that are cute like that. I think I put it like this right now. And in different colors. I think it's cool. Okay, over here is the other side of the coloring page. More of the digital. Here is the other side of that paper, lined paper that's green, and I clipped some goodies in here. So you have this, which is from this digital kit, and it's backed on cardstock, brown. This is from this digital kit as well. This is a tag, and this is a journal card. This is from the Amazon kit. Okay. So you have all of those. In this pocket, you're gonna have, so I used this big sticker that came with one of the kits that I got on Amazon. They had a few big stickers, so I used them in like journal cards. This one's backed. This one's also backed. This is from the kit. And this is not backed. And this is from the Amazon book that I was showing you before. Okay. Here you have a tuck or a pocket, however you want to call it. It's sideways. And you have this cute little thing here. And it's sewn and backed. This is from the kit. And these little ephemerals are from the kit. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do another video for the other one. And then this is just the color dyed in pink from the kit, the digital kit, these two. And then in here, you're gonna have some more fun ephemera. So I bought this. This is supposed to be a garland. I bought these at the Dollar Tree, and they're very bright and colorful. So I put one in each journal. So that has that one. This is from this digital kit, and I backed it. This is one of my handmade, tags, backed and sewn around. And I have this book of skulls. They're not sugar skulls per se, they're actual skulls, but I thought they looked better, the colors, for you know, for Day of the Dead than for Halloween. So I kept them, and what I did was I put one in here, whole one. sometimes their images are so big that you don't know what to do. So I just fold them so that you can have them and figure out if you're gonna cut them or whatever, use them in something else. But that is that for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. And you just tie it, like I said, here in the middle. And if you like this video, please hit like. And if you liked it a lot, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get alerts when I have different content going on, okay? And this will be in my Etsy shop. When you see this video, which you should be able to see it tonight, this will be in my Etsy shop, okay, guys? And with that being said, that's it for me now. I will do the video for the other one in a few minutes. Until next time, bye, my pretty friends.